Hey everyone, I'm Dan and welcome to Disney Decoded. Today we're taking a quick look at the Magic Carpets of Aladdin at Magic Kingdom. A classic spinner attraction with some unique interactive elements. So the Magic Carpets of Aladdin opened on May 23rd, 2001, bringing a Dumbo-style spinner to Adventureland's newly created Agrabah Bazaar area, and it was Adventureland's first new attraction in over 25 years. Pirates of the Caribbean opened in 1973, and then nothing. The attraction uses a hub and spoke design where 16 Magic Carpet vehicles rotate around the central axis. Each carpet seats up to 4 people. Front riders control altitude with a lever. Back riders control the tilt using a scarab button. But hitting that like button is a lot easier to press than the scarab. So hit that like button. And the whole ride lasts about 90 seconds. And here's what makes it interesting. You and your riding partner actually have to cooperate. Front seats control how high you go. Back seats control whether you're nose diving or looking at the sky. And the lamp at the center isn't just decoration. It's the visual anchor of the whole attraction, surrounded by palm trees that sells the oasis vibe. The carpets glide smoothly in their circle while you're adjusting altitude and pitch, creating a surprisingly different experience each time depending on who's in control. There are 2 spinning camels on this ride. Let's do a quick history lesson. So these camels aren't new. They originally starred in Aladdin's Royal Caravan Parade over at MGM Studios from 1992 to 95. When that parade wrapped, they hung out by the Soundstage restaurant for a few years. Then in 2001, Disney gave them a third act, professional water spinning menaces. So Camel 1 is positioned right along the ride path, targeting the flying carpets. And Camel 2 is on the nearby walkway, targeting unsuspecting passerbys. Both spit water at unpredictable intervals. So your only defense is either you pull the altitude lever and hope for the best for Camel 1 and then just walk around Camel 2. That's the easiest one. So the genius of this system is that it forces you to actually pay attention. You can't just zone out and spin in circles. You gotta watch the camel, time your ascent, and coordinate with your backseat partner. And actually, let's be honest. Half the fun is watching other people get soaked while you're safely in the queue. Unless it's really hot and then you're really jealous. Spinners don't get a lot of respect in the theme park world. They're not e-tickets. They're not gonna blow your mind with cutting-edge technology, but they do serve a real purpose. And Magic Carpets, they do it well. So why do they work? They have a high capacity with a small footprint. You can cycle 64 people through every 90 seconds without needing a massive building or a queue structure. It also has a universal appeal. Gentle enough for young kids, engaging enough that adults don't feel like they're wasting time. And that's a hard balance to strike. Also, it has kinetic energy. So if you're not riding, seeing 16 colorful carpets circling through the air adds movement and life to the area. Theme park design isn't just about the rides themselves, it's about creating environments that feel alive. Also, it has operational simplicity. Fewer moving parts means less downtime. When you're running a park with tens of thousands of guests daily, reliability matters. And finally, it has crowd relief. So Magic Carpets was specifically built to take pressure off of Dumbo, which was constantly slammed. Same concept, different land, spreading out the crowds. If you heard that snore, that was my dog. And then the Aladdin theming works. The 1992 film was a massive hit, and even decades later, that IP recognition brings people in. The genie's lamp, the flying carpets, the desert aesthetic, it all fits perfectly into Adventureland's Middle Eastern bazaar vibe. Of Aladdin isn't trying to reinvent the wheel, or the spinner in this case. It takes a proven ride system, adds dual rider controls for cooperation, throws in 2 water spitting camels, and wraps it all in a solid Aladdin theming. Sometimes that's all you need. Not every attraction has to be technological. Almost made it through. A technological marvel. Sometimes a 90-second spinner with good theming and an interactive gag is exactly what a theme park needs. So close. I was so close. Prefer controlling the altitude or the tilt? More importantly, have you successfully dodged the camel spray, or do you prefer getting wet? Let me know in the comments, and be sure you're subscribed with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video.